And before we start, I just want to say that we're going to interview our guest, Cindy Harper, and we have a panel of 6 individuals who will be asking questions to Cindy so that we can get a better understanding of transgender lifestyle or condition. Some of the topics that we will be asking questions about is social. We will ask a psychological question about physical, cultural, dating, change, economics, political, and parenting. At this time, I would like for each of the panel members to say their name, and then I would like to introduce our guests, and then we will start the questioning.
My name is Joanne Jones. I'm a social work major.
Hello, my name is Yolanda Marshall. I am a addiction counselor and a social work major.
Hello, my name is Jacqueline Anderson. I am a consumer science major.
Adriana Dunnock, health and education major.
Hi, my name is Daylene Wilson. I'm a senior family and consumer science major.
And our guest is
No.
And I'm Shakenya Freeman Jones, a psychology major. And our guest.
Oh, and I am Cindy Harper, the guest.
So we will start with a social question by Darlene.
Hi, Cynthia. I am interested in knowing, now that you have changed, what is your social life like there? And what type of people do you mostly spend your time with? Gay people, straight people? And do you disclose?
Yeah, that's a wonderful question, and my social life is pretty much exactly like anybody else's social life. I have friends as anybody else would have friends, gay people, straight people, married people, yeah, the whole social pattern of friendship and family. As far as disclosing myself, I have disclosed myself to many people. I don't consider myself as Cindy Harper, the transgender. So I don't walk up and say, "Hi, I'm Cindy Harper, the transgender," any more than you would walk up and say, "I'm so and so from, and this is my title." You know, it's not a title. It's a condition that I was born with, and it's something that I've learned to live with. I'm Cindy Harper, just as the same as you are. You know, that kind of situation. If I feel that the person needs to know, if there's a reason for me to explain myself, I will. I'm not hiding my condition. I no longer have that secret. I carried that secret for a very, very long time, and I tell you, it's heavy. It's heavy, and it drags you down, and it's a horrible way to live, carrying that secret in you. So I will tell people about myself, but it's not something that I need to explain to everybody. It's my personal business. You don't walk up to people and say, "I am so-and-so, and this is my sex life," any more than that I feel necessary to walk up and say, "I'm Cindy Harper, I'm a transgender, and M to F, male to female."
Okay. Thank you. And our next question is a psychological question by Yolanda.
Yes, Cindy. Before you actually lived in your current lifestyle, body, the exterior part of you, was there a mental preparation that you had to go through before you presented publicly?
Mental preparation that I had to go through. That's kind of a long, drawn-out story about my whole entire life. My whole entire life has been a mental preparation for who I am.
Okay.
But as far as the actual transition is concerned,
Yes.
the transition actually began when I discovered on the internet, which is fantastic. You could find out anything on the internet.
Okay.
I finally found out on the internet what my situation was, what my condition was,
Okay.
what my issue was. And at that point, that's when I started reaching out to support groups and other
Okay.
things to find out what's I need to do, options are available to me and everything. Then I began the slow process of trying to make that determination, finding out what is available, what my options are. Then
Okay.
it became a condition of do or die. You know, I either have to do this or I'm going to have to just give up life altogether.
Okay.
And giving up life, you know, it's a horrible way to feel that you want to die, but it's something that you have to do, you know, you have to do it.
Right.
So I started the process. First thing I did was to make connection with a psychiatrist.
That's what I was going to ask.
Psychiatrist. And fortunately for me, I met the perfect doctor,
Okay.
and who specialized in sexual gender dysphoria.
Okay.
And he was able to make that determination right off the bat that
Okay.
I was transgendered, and he helped me with the process of transition. Transition took over a year
Okay.
to actually go through. It's a long drawn out process. You want me to explain that now?
No, what I want to know is, was there any actually like psychological evaluations, testing before you actually went through the complete transition?
Yeah, that testing, the evaluation and testing was really, really simple.
Okay.
He said, I was told, if you want to do this, you have to make that determination and go 1 year living as in the role of the gender that you choose.
Okay.
So I had to change my name,
Okay.
you know, everything about me, my name, and which involved all credit cards, social security numbers,
Okay.
everything.
That's what I wanted.
It had to explain everything to your family and friends, what you're doing, and then live the role for 1 year.
Okay.
If you make it through, and a lot of people don't make it through because it's
Exactly.
during that time period when many people lose their job,
Exactly.
they lose their family, they lose their friends. Me, I was very fortunate. My fortune was so great. I explained to my family, one at a time, exactly what I was doing. They were all 100% supportive, you know, and my youngest daughter became my clothes shopping partner. Oh, it was amazing. We had so much fun going clothes shopping.
I know, that's right.
Yeah.
I
I'm telling you.
love that.
And you were the one spending.
Oh, yeah.
That was
She had a ball.
You answered my question very well. That was great.
Thank you. So our next question is a physical question from Adriana.
Okay, my question is, have you went through the complete transformation, and if so, how was that experience for you?
Yeah, I am post-op. I had my surgery, my transition surgery, male to female sexual reassignment surgery is what it's actually referred to as. I had that in 2000, and that process resulted after the 1 year of transition living, and the surgery took approximately 11 hours.
Okay.
It was a long surgery. Of course, I was dead asleep during that time, so it really didn't matter. But recovery was about 5 days in the hospital, followed by 2 weeks in a hotel, being with a nurse there to take care of me.
Okay.
So I actually went to Thailand for my surgery.
Not so far.
Because of the money involved. In Thailand, the money was
Lesson.
a lot less. Whereas in this country, it can run up to $100,000.
Could you just mention again that little thing that you told us about when you realized it?
Oh yeah, the recovery was 5 days long, and during that time period, there were so many bandage on. I couldn't see nothing, and my legs were kind of locked in a position so that I wouldn't move and disturb anything that was being during the healing process. So it wasn't until the end of the 5th day when they started taking the bandages off. So the doctor is down there and he's doing his thing, and the 2 nurses are standing there, and they're speaking Thai, so I really didn't understand what they were saying. But I did learn some Thai while I was there, laying there. And I was just watching their face, to see their expression on their face. And the doctor was just pulling, and all I could see was these, the bandages was coming off one at a time in his face. And then all of a sudden, he just got this wonderful big smile on his face. He goes, ah! And he looked up and goes, look good! And he hands me a mirror, and I take a look at it with a mirror, and it's like, yes! So, yeah, that's how it ended, It was that great, it was a real wonderful experience to actually realize that everything that I had worked so hard to accomplish, my desire to have the body that my mind already is. It's extremely difficult for people to understand that you can actually physically hate the body so much that you want to physically mutilate it. You have ideas, maybe I can do this, maybe I can do that. You have dreams of these things magically happening, any possible thing at all that you can come up with, to try to create the body that you feel that you should have had from the very beginning. It's hard for a normal person who isn't transgender to understand that. To really physically hate the body that much, to really want to change it that much. And money becomes, it doesn't make a difference how much it is. It doesn't make a difference how long it's going to take or anything like that. It's just something you really just absolutely positively have to do or die. If you can't accomplish it, you just want to die. It's hard to explain, but that's when I finally realized that I have accomplished that. It's such a great feeling, and it's like being born all over again.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you. So our next question is on change by Jackie.
Yes, Cindy, I'm Jackie. Good to meet you. It's an honor for you to be here to help us with this project or presentation. The question is, when did you recognize or identify with the problem of being transgender? What age were you? Was it a young adult or at a child age? Or did you just have an idea that something was different about you? Not a sense of different, because transgender is either bodies are changing, some type of form of change that a body's going through. When I say change, I don't mean it.
Yeah. I kind of realized that there was something different about me when I was 6 years old. I realized that I wasn't like everybody else. I didn't feel correct. When I looked at myself, I didn't feel correct. And when I saw my friends, praying, and the boys over here and the girls over here, I wanted to be over there. I didn't want to be over there. I wanted to be over there. When I saw the clothes that the kids were wearing, I wanted to wear these clothes, not these clothes. But I had no idea what my problem was. This was back in the 60s, and during that time period in the 60s, you had the Dewey Decimal System and the Carter Catalog.
Okay.
Wow, you could find out anything, could you? Oh my God. It was horrible, and there was no name for my condition. It wasn't really understood at that point, and it wasn't a common.
So how old were you?
I was 6.
You were 6 years old?
Yeah, this was back in 1961. when I started realizing that there was something different about me. And when I tried to tell people